Well, hi all my friends, wishing you a happy New Year's Eve and happy New Year to you. This is going to be the last day of 2016. Yahoo! We got through it. Well, so far so good. And I would like to, I'm going to put a link here to Dane Wigington's video on climate geoengineering. So some people have asked about it, so I'm going to put a link to it, and yeah, you guys can take a look at it and pass it along to your friends to let them know what's going on above our heads. This soup that they're spraying in the sky, the military complex and the big bankers, that's where the money comes from. And you can listen to Dane and he can explain it very clearly. He's been working on this for close now to 15 years. I used to say 10 years, but it's going to be closer to 15 because he was very much involved with the solar industry and stuff like that. Anyway, I'll let him explain it. All right, so chapter 16, Samuel sent by God to Bethlehem. He anoints David. Saul sends for David to quiet his evil spirit. And the Lord said unto Samuel, How long wilt thou mourn for Saul, seeing I've rejected him from reigning over Israel? Fill thine horn with oil and go, and I will send thee to Jesse, the Bethlehemite, for I have provided me a king among his sons. And Samuel said, How can I go? If Saul hear it, he will kill me. And the Lord said, Take a heifer with thee, and say, I am come to sacrifice to the Lord. And call Jesse to the sacrifice, and I will show thee what thou shalt do, and thou shalt anoint unto me him whom I name unto thee. And Samuel did what the Lord spoke, and came to Bethlehem, and the elders of the town trembled at his coming, and said, Comest thou peacefully? And he said, Peacefully, I'm come to sacrifice unto the Lord, and sacrifice yourselves, and come with me to the sacrifice. And he sacrificed and Jesse and his sons, and called them to the sacrifice. And it came to pass when they came that he looked on Eliab and said, Surely the Lord's anointed is before him. But the Lord said unto Samuel, Look not on his countenance, or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. And then Jesse called Abinadab, and made him pass before Samuel, and he said, Neither hath the Lord chosen this. And Jesse made Shammah to pass by, and he said, Neither has the Lord chosen this. Again Jesse made 7 of his sons to pass before Samuel. Samuel said unto Jesse, The Lord hath not chosen thee. And Samuel said unto Jesse, Are here all thy children? And he said, There remaineth yet the youngest, and behold, he keepeth the sheep. And Samuel said unto Jesse, Send and fetch him, for he will not sit down until he comes hither. And he sent and brought him in. Now he was a ruddy withal of a beautiful countenance, and goodly to look at. And the Lord said, Arise, anoint him, for this is he. So ruddy. So maybe a redhead or something. Okay. So anyway, then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren, and the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from that day forward. Samuel rose up on and went to Ramah. But the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from the Lord troubled him. And Saul's servant said unto him, Behold now, an evil spirit from God troubleth thee. Let our Lord now command thy servant which are before thee to seek out a man who is a cunning player on a harp, and it shall come to pass when the evil spirit from God is upon thee, that he shall play with his hand, and thou shalt be well. And Saul said unto his servant, Provide me now a man that can play well, and bring him to me. Then answered one of the servants and said, Behold, I have seen a son of Jesse, Bethlehemite, and that is cunning he in playing, and mighty valiant man, a man of war, and prudent in manners, and a comely person, and the Lord is with him. Wherefore Saul sent messengers unto Jesse, and said, Send me David, thy son, which is with the sheep. And Jesse took an ass laden with bread, and bottle of wine, and a kid, and sent them by David his son unto Saul. And David came to Saul, and stood before him, and loved him greatly, and he became his armor bearer. And Saul sent to Jesse, saying, Let David, I pray thee, stand before me, for he hath found favor in my sight. And it came to pass that when the evil spirit from God was upon Saul, that David took a harp and played with his hand. So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him. Okay, well, that's it for today. And I do wish you well. Be safe out there, and have a happy new year. And I'll see you next year. Okay, all right, bye-bye.